Do you have a girlfriend? Nah, why? Your girlfriend said I should ask you and send her a screenshot. The time jump from 2019 to 2024 feels unnatural. Hey people who know astrology, I have been having a lot of feelings lately. Any planets I can blame that on? Earth? Me. Mom, can we get a soda? Mom, we have soda at home. Soda at home. A woman's intuition is never wrong. Way too many single mothers for this to be true. Ladder documentaries be like, he was a good man. Until he wasn't. Looks like he got diagnosed with depression from a BuzzFeed quiz. When a good man becomes tired of being mistreated, that's when society should fear, because he will make a post with a picture of Joker and go back to his normal routine. Scientists explaining importance of good sleep, me at 3 AM watching him explain. Tom succeeds every time. Why do we still call it Mission Impossible? I'm a model on OnlyFans. I'm a soldier on Call of Duty. What if we treated money like pills and helped people who were addicted to it? Serial killers, psychopaths, MFs who like lacking onto two. My dog accidentally swallowed a whole bag of Scrabble tiles. We took him to the vet to get him checked out. No word yet. Some people say they can't understand your writing even after they have read it 2 or 3 times. What approach would you suggest for them? Read it 4 times. I will no longer be referring to June as Pride Month. If our veterans don't have an entire month to honor their service and sacrifices, then nobody should get one. It's just June. May is National Military Appreciation Month, and the fact that MAGA doesn't know that shows how little of a shit they actually give about veterans. In Brokeback Mountain remake starring Margot Robbie and Emma Watson confirmed. I'm conflicted. On one hand, if this were true, I would be annoyed with Hollywood trying to remake every movie with female leads because Mavina feminism. On the other hand would be lotion. Wife came home. Kids are still with the grandparents. We are doing laundry. I make the comment that it's nice to do stuff without constantly hearing daddy want to play with me every 5 seconds. Wife goes, well, if you ever end up missing it, I can start saying it, man. Me. One piece of cake won't hurt. The cake. Half at. If we move to Mars, we'll have to learn physics once again. Great value DiCaprio and generic cruise. Delete this. Right effing now. Woman went on 6 dates a week to save on food. I didn't buy groceries for 2 years. I eat 6 days a week and haven't gone on a date in 2 years. We are not the same. I'm heavily addicted to gambling. Yeah, the side constantly shoving degeneracy and down the throat of society aren't trying to control anything. The only thing gay and trans people are shoving down throats are whatever results come up in your incognito mode, obviously. Bought our first house at age 19. What y'all buying? Or $3.99 realty record that shows your dad bought it, much like the company you run. He was a YouTube to MP3 boy. She was a Spotify premium girl. What's the difference between acne and a Catholic priest? Acne waits until you're 12 before it comes on your face. McDonald's. Mukbang. I feel like Nick is a human embodiment of the voice in your head that tells you to crash your car while you're driving. When you tell your coworker a joke that's so funny that you get called into HR to repeat it. When your car starts making random noises that sound expensive. Me. Less salary with good sleep is better than a huge salary with bad sleep. Me with less salary and bad sleep. Money aside, what do you need right now? The money you just put aside. I always bring a can or 2 of energy drinks on long trips because the beer makes me sleepy. Found this on my girlfriend's keychain. What is this, a spoon for ants? Do a lot of people play my music in South Africa? I remember having on Big Show there a few years back. How do y'all listen to our music in South Africa? On what platform or in Nigeria? We send birds to America to memorize songs, then have them sing it to us when we gather at the village square. Jonathan, we are so disappointed. I thought we raised you not to take pills. I'm seizing your powder, mom and dad. You're insane. Like actually sick in the head. A full psycho. A what? A psycho. I don't believe I'm familiar with that term. Stop gaslighting me, psycho. Thanos, give me the last Infinity Stone. Iron Man, you can't get it. It's in this sandwich. Thanos, you think a sandwich will stop me? Destroys sandwich. Shaggy, has anyone seen my sandwich? Thanos. Be honest, what would you do if you were invisible for 24 hours? I would fly to Paris, find a street mime and kick his A. The applause he would get would be astounding. There are very few fine men left in the world. I'm not proud of this, but I need to ask. My sister insists on cleaning the toilet brushes in the dishwasher's top rack and I have reservations. To me it doesn't seem very sanitary. Thoughts? Insanity. He gonna sneeze once and turn into an actor with them buttons. If you were the opposite ex for one day, what would you do? I'll F my friend Hassan, because if I won't do that he'll definitely lie. I should warn you, I'm an animal in bed. Pet me and bring me food. Wheels can be thrown out of balance by buildup of wheel ants. Protect your car's smooth ride with weekly applications of automotive grade insecticide. I have a very monotone voice. The best description I have heard of it is that it sounds like an unenthusiastic job. Singers probably know in which note they're having X. Well, I'm no singer, but I know that R. Kelly in A minor. I read it, scrolled past, scrolled back up, spilled my drink. Thanks. No X before marriage. Say it after me. Me it. What's the lowest you'll take? Lowest I'll go is $700. $200. Sure, why not? Okay, where do you want to meet? 101 Main in Burlington in about 10 minutes. Sounds good. Hey, I'm here. Cool, head inside. Into the comedy club. Yeah. Then head up on the stage and tell your jokes to somebody else. The day after having wild X in your 30s be like. There was a young woman feeding in the park when an old woman came up to her and started berating her about being indecent. The poor young woman looked like she was about to cry, so I took her out of my mouth and told the old bee to mind her own business. I gave this homeless guy $5 and an old lady behind me told me he's just going to use it for pills, so I confronted him and asked where I could also get pills for $5. Me, I have a headache. WebMD, and it'll be your last. Me, lies peacefully. Warner Bros and Nolan the next day. Interstellar coming soon. How can you be rich or earn more money in Belgium? Apart from doing mundane job where you earn peanuts, 3,000 to 3,500 euro netto. It is okay wage to survive, but how can you earn more and become rich? Rich equals 1 million euros net worth. If you think 3,500 euros net is peanuts, you do not understand the value of money. So stay in the circus and try to enjoy actual peanuts. Do you ever pull out your phone to check the time but you have to do it again because you forgot to look at the clock, or am I just effing stupid? Stop trying to make me start an order just to view the menu. Nobody likes that. Happy human. Destroying the planet. Sad human. Me, lies, teachers, ice. Using my phone because I can't sleep. Can't sleep because I'm using my phone. I visited a gun shop in Indiana once and had to use the bathroom. Inside was a portrait of an man with a thick wooden board covering where his part would be. Curiosity got the best of me and I tried to lift the board. It let off an air horn throughout the whole store. When you give your opinion on the group chat and people agree with you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but photo enforcement cameras hold 5.5 pounds of copper. Run. Never back down. Narrator, Ron backs down. Neil Street. I found a street with your name. We haven't talked in 3 years, what the F? I don't know a lot of Neils. If my life was filmed in front of a live studio audience, audience booing, audience booing, audience booing, booing intensifies. Should I reheat my pizza or eat it cold? Eat a cold slice while the rest gets hot. How I sleep at night knowing that I'm only getting older, have no talent, my life's a mess and I'll probably lie single. 25 and unmarried. How you look. How relatives see you. Let me get this straight, you think it's okay to give extremely vague responses to messages? Ha 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 lol, yeah okay. When you have to keep reading the same page because you can't stay focused. The rising cost of living means this mom of 3 goes hungry so her kids can eat. I think she ate enough bruh. For legal reasons this is a joke. When you expect the worst and worst happens but you're happy because you expected correctly. Sweet and innocent character exists. 34 artists. Oh sweet free material. 12-year-old me playing Roblox jailbreak casino heist. 17-year-old me playing GTA Online casino heist. I react to mean comments. You look like an albino rat. Americans every 4 years. Me a Canadian watching it unfold. Hello, is this hotel? Yes, Best Western. Well, for me Django Unchained. You ever forget what you're doing and you just stand there loading? Does anybody notice? Do I look strange? This is my first time in this city. First time wearing this outfit. First time as a girl. The button to power a computer from the 2000s. The foot. Can we get some AI to pick plastic out of the ocean, or do all the robots need to be screenwriters? I take my hat off to this woman. Just because you have ink doesn't mean you have to print. Effing HP Noisy Jet V417. Some people these days are just so judgmental. I can tell just by looking at them. Seeing Zooey Deschanel without bangs or glasses made me accept that maybe people couldn't figure out that Clark Kent was Superman. The world now runs on video game logic. What's the first thing you do? Look at my stats to find out what the F is wrong with me. One day you're young and the next you're going to the grocery store just to get a little mental health break. Me finally realizing that she likes me after she consistently dropped hints for 3 months and ended up saying it straight to my face. Oh my god, I get it. Maybe if we didn't give serial killers such cool names like the Night Stalker and we would instead call them the Small Killer, we would have less serial killers. Night people when morning people are asleep. Morning people when night people are asleep. If you were sentenced to execution but had to choose one fictional character to execute you, who would you choose and why? My dad, he won't even show up. This person's dad, since they wouldn't show up. I second this. Me who just sat down to relax. My parents. When you see photos of yourself. People who reheat their pizza. People who eat their pizza cold. People who eat their pizza in one sitting. Turning 2000 years old. 24 AD kids. 25 AD kids. Hi, I'm Roblo and when I watch football I root for the Czechs hat, NFL. Me looking at myself in the video chat, not hearing a word anyone's saying. This is what the Animal Crossing developers think cool means. They are damn right, you effing. Deep dark cheers. I'm 5 feet tall. When I'm at the subway, I always wait at least 6 feet from the tracks. That way if anyone tries to chill me, I'll fall short. Scooter. Bro, relax, we can talk about this. The kid who decided to bring his metal B-blade to school. Now I would let it rip. I knew my GF was going to dump me, so I set up a profile called Add Profile on her Netflix account, and 3 years later I'm still watching. Retire with grace and dignity. Refuse to retire because you have no life and slowly let everyone watch you slide into dementia. Boomers. The Weeknd. Can't feel my face. Official video. You can't feel your face because of that hair. She is about to jump down, so I put her down. Literally immediately turns around and begs for ups. Girl, I'm gonna use you as a volleyball. Every morning. Me. Whoa, that was a crazy dream. Brain. 2 seconds later, what dream? Student loans debts, me trying to figure out how to get 5 years work experience when I just got the diploma. Germans when you misgender the appliance, wheeze. The universe, I'm removing people out of your life, isolating you to gain clarity, teaching you detachment and showing you your divine purpose, me. He was just playing the guitar and a delivery robot drove up to him, now play me techno. You have heard about Elf on a Shelf, now get ready for. These 2-day weekends are starting to feel a lot like 30-minute lunch breaks. The world if Jeremy Clarkson didn't punch Top Gear producer. Play a video game. After 10 minutes my brain tells me this is pointless. Quit the game and feel empty inside. The urge to play video games grows again. Not gonna lie, corporations being forced to come on here and publicly say we apologize for the impersonator account that tweeted that everyone deserves food, clean water and shelter. That is absolutely not what we stand for is pretty funny. This should make me happy. New object. Bye. Later. Here ya go. Your dad learning that you just ate his leftover pizza. Puts car in neutral. Brain. You sure it's in neutral? Me. Times Square with enabled. A nice car. Insurance cost. Maintenance cost. Constantly worrying about if it's scratched. Standing outside in the cold cause people wanna see the car. It f's me up that when I first heard of Michelin star restaurants I was like the tire company, and then I was like no that's dumb, it has to be a different Michelin, and then it's just the effing tire company recommending places to eat. When I leave for XX because I don't want to create an account, I thought what we had was special. Has anyone mentioned that the police will leave you alone if you don't do illegal stuff? Breonna Taylor was sleeping. Please raise the salaries. Companies, pizza party everyone. Don't stop believing. Social media control in the 1970s and 80s. So I need to start calling our tenant daddy. Yes son, I depend on another man's paycheck to make the mortgage. He's the man of the house. I used to think it was big of me that I didn't hold grudges, but then I realized I just have ADHD and simply cannot remember what happened. Flat earther. This doesn't prove anything. Telling my parents how they have hurt me over the years. My parents, get over it. The real reason we all stopped wearing zip-up hoodies. My introverted A asking questions to start conversation for human interaction. Just Google it. All weather is perfect weather if you have the right apparel. Lied season 2 episode 13. Born season 2 episode 13. Welcome back, Jane Margulis. When you're really high so you go mute and the homies ask if you're alright. Random app I don't want. T-Mobile. Me. Me when I say something dumb to my crush. Which tower should I of? Older generation kids these days are always using technology. Also them. I unplugged my grandpa's machines and he keeps convulsing. His addiction is worse than I thought. 4,000 words can be generated by just this one picture. This is Tesla's roadside assistance vehicle filling up at the gas pump. Apparently a Turkish man invented the steam engine 200 years before the Industrial Revolution, but he only made it to Spindana. Telling people you're going to a gallery. Having no effing clue what you're looking at. When I order a hitman on the dark web and he offers me an ugly Target discount, I was placing the hit on myself. I have felt permanently guilty for no reason since I was like 8 years old. What doesn't chill you makes you stronger. Me. I'll be fine. I just feel a bit lost, that's all. Come on. Everyone's lost at 25. Teen M dated 56 times straight before lying of heart attack. Impressive. Who counted it? I do not want to be warm, I want to be cold and then made warm by a blanket. Why is this difficult to understand? I don't run from my problems. I sit on my sofa, play on my phone and ignore them like an adult. Sometimes I get really concerned about things very suddenly, like I'll be chilling then all of a sudden be like, oh she where's my birth certificate? Science funding, space, earth, the ocean. Me when I'm finally finished doing everything by myself instead of simply asking for help. My gator going off the charts after a man unironically refers to himself as an alpha or sigma male. Me, oh wow this shop has everything my heart desires. Spooky shopkeeper, yes I will warn you, every item comes with a price. Me, yes I know how shops work. Spooky shopkeeper, the price may be more than you expect to pay. Me, yes I know how US taxes work too. Shopkeeper increasingly exasperated, I'm trying to tell you that I'm evil and offering these wares with no regard for the harm they will do. Me also increasingly exasperated, I know what capitalism is too, goddammit. Spouse, yes I know how to cook so stop asking. Me, watching them sear meat that has already been rubbed with spices and herbs. Nobody, Tinder in their user agreement, when this happens to you we are not responsible. Erin Moriarty is plastic surgeon, his clients, I did that. What is a random thing that gives you anxiety? Trying to put my change in my wallet at the cash register while people in line put pressure on me by just standing lol. Introverts, extroverts taking them somewhere. I'm the Lorax, I ride for the trees. Adobe has developed software that can detect Photoshop in an image. That's why there is no milk on the table. Checked into a hotel and they change my sheets every day. At home my lazy self is like 4 months. Sounds about right. What's the logic here?
What are you waiting for? Do it!
My organs watching me take 800 milligrams of ibuprofen on an empty stomach and chase it with 2 energy drinks. Me when I absolutely demolish the Steve Mains who won't stop saying the children yearn for the mines. He intensifies. 1973, what are you doing with that 4KB of RAM? Sending people to the moon. 2019, what are you doing with that 16GB of RAM and 102% CPU? Excel has a dialog box open somewhere. Kids today have no idea that about 30 years ago Champion was a cheap sports brand sold on the back shelves at Kmart for around $1.99 a shirt and you got laughed at in school for wearing it. Normal heartbeat. Heartbeat. Heartbeat when you touch your pocket and don't feel your phone. TurboTax. H&R Block. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. When your name is in the math problem and you have 400 mangoes. They forgot to add the throbbing mock vein to my Mars bar. Day ruined. Women on Twitter. Hockey players. I want a Stanley Cup. Me watching someone get cooked for an opinion I agree with. Round earthers be like, this is the fastest route from Brazil to South Africa. Me, I need to go out more. Also me every time I'm free. It sure is a nice house. Hopefully nothing bad happens to it. You're not hungry. You're bored. Shut the damn door. No, I'm just sad. Your friend is burning your house. He disabled friendly fire so that you can't chill him. You wake up late. Panic. You get to forge your next life. Calm. You can't skip the boring parts. Panic. Dude. You gotta stop following me around. I don't know anyone else here and I feel awkward. Farts are just ghosts of lead animals that we eat and they are on their way to the spirit world. Everyone is fighting a battle you don't know about, except for me. I'm complaining loudly about my battle. Everybody knows about it. He has a sadness in his eyes that you only find in Eastern European. Sean. Young me eating cookies, dunking them in milk, osteoporosis. Doing chores, playing video games. I hate how I have an appointment at 4 p.m. so I can't do anything all day type of person. Me speaking 2.5 languages. The guy that speaks 6 languages congratulating me. How to make friends with strangers. Link toes with a stranger of your choice to show them you are a caring person and you mean them no harm. I mean you no harm. Nice to meet you. Friendship. Start of the month. End of the month. She gon' be bad as F when she grow up. When you're waiting for him to apologize but he don't know he did something wrong because you didn't tell him because he should know. Me at the grocery store. I'm going to make a mushroom risotto with herb crusted chicken and a vegetable medley. Me when I get home. Guess I'll settle for crackers. 16th century ring that unfolds into an astronomical sphere. Girls don't want flowers, girls want a 16th century ring that unfolds into an astronomical sphere. Europeans. Why are Americans such a country? They're so uncivilized. Europeans in soccer games. Monkey monkey monkey. It was the night before vacation. Arguing with a troll. Ignoring the troll. Responding to the troll with dry humor so the troll would feel humiliated. These are difficult times, and I know how difficult things have been. It's been difficult for us all. So very difficult.
Spare change, ma'am.